For centuries, the conventional wisdom among historians was that the Sumerian civilization's remarkable mastery of irrigation, their ability to harness the waters of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers and transform arid desert into lush, fertile plains, represented the critical development that allowed them to transition from rudimentary, scattered agrarian settlements to become the world's pioneering urban planners and creators of writing and administrative systems. The elaborate networks of canals and waterways that spread across the ancient Mesopotamian landscape were viewed as crowning achievements of their engineering prowess. But more than just feats of hydraulic engineering, these irrigation systems were thought to be the very bedrock, enabling the Sumerians to produce agricultural surpluses and achieve new levels of societal complexity and cohesion. This mastery over their natural environment, the traditional narrative went, was the catalyst that first allowed the formation of Sumerian cities, an unprecedented concentration of population and cultural activity that gave rise to many hallmarks of civilization as we know it. However, this long-established belief about the primacy of irrigation in unlocking the Sumerians' rapid cultural development is being upended by groundbreaking archaeological discoveries from the British Museum's Girsu Project in southern Iraq. Through cutting-edge technologies like drone mapping and ground-penetrating radar, archaeologists have uncovered remnants of staggeringly ancient irrigation networks and canals in the ruins of the ancient city of Girsu. And carbon dating of organic materials buried deep within these water systems has yielded shocking results. Rather than dating to the heyday of the Sumerian cities, these irrigation channels were constructed in the 5th millennium BC, predating major Sumerian urban centers like Girsu itself by over 1,000 years. This revelation presents a profound challenge to our previous understanding of the relationship between the Sumerians' mastery of irrigation and their ability to make the evolutionary leap to building one of the world's first civilizations. If advanced water management capabilities had already been achieved by even more ancient ancestral peoples more than a millennium before the rise of the Sumerian cities, irrigation alone clearly cannot have been the key factor catalyzing or enabling the Sumerians' astonishing cultural and societal development. With the primacy of irrigation now cast into doubt, the Girsu Project's archaeologists are proposing new theories to explain what truly set the Sumerian urban revolution in motion. The project's lead archaeologist, Sebastian Rey, argues the real spark was an ideological and spiritual domestication of the power of the gods, a profound shift in the Sumerian religious consciousness that drove them to physically embody and institutionalize their reverence for the divine. Rather than being enabled by agricultural surplus from irrigation, Rey suggests the construction of the Sumerians' monumental sacred temples, palaces, and administrative complexes was in fact the manifestation of this new, ideological awakening and connection to the supernatural. These awe-inspiring structures concentrated religious and political power in a way never before seen, forging shared group identities among the various Sumerian peoples and paving the way for the world's first cities. The archaeological fieldwork at Girsu is still at a relatively early stage, but already it is radically reshaping our perspective on the factors that coalesced to form one of the ancient world's first civilizations. The discoveries suggest that while technological developments like irrigation played an important supporting role, it was the power of ideology, religion, and mankind's connection to the transcendent forces of the universe that were the true universal catalysts unlocking the Sumerians' next stage of cultural complexity. As the artifacts and evidence continue to be meticulously uncovered and analyzed, the Girsu Project is prompting the latest generation of scholars to reevaluate the very notion of what constitutes a civilized society in the first place. Was it indeed mastery over the physical world through agriculture, construction, and infrastructure that represented the key step forward for the Sumerians? Or was the more crucial developmental milestone an ideological and spiritual awakening? One that drove humans to harness their creative powers in new ways, to alter not just their physical landscapes, but the cultural, social, and metaphysical landscapes around them as well.